behind their back to be handcuffed. Officer. Thank you, detectives. Sandman and Dragon Lady are escorted out of the lounge as Thomas enters the lounge. Thomas. Our drug unit is starting to clear out the embalming room. Angel walks over to Teddy and Mercedes. Angel. I guess we owe the both of you a sincere apology. Mercedes. Why didn't you tell us that you were a fucking copper? Angel. We had to keep it under wraps in order to catch Sandman and Dragon Lady together. Teddy. Do you guys really own this place, or is that a bullshit story? Mercedes. Easy with the fucking attitude, dude. Angel. It's alright, Mercedes, and yes, the four us now own this place. Mercedes. So I guess that means that I will have to move out of the apartment since you now own the place? Angel. Not at all, you can remain in the apartment for as long as you want to. Teddy. But how would we pay you rent? Angel. How about we take a few days to chill after this excitement, then we'll talk about paying rent. Mercedes. I'm starving for some good food and drinks. Angel. We just so happen to know a very good friend who owns the Rosebud restaurant. Joyce. I am already texting our order to James. Mercedes. I really need to go up to take a hot bath. Angel. You go ahead and enjoy your hot bath. I'll text you when the food arrives. Mercedes and Teddy leave the lounge while Angel joins the other three at the table. Thomas. Do you think they'll be fine after this shit show? Angel. Mercedes, yes, but I'm a bit concerned about Teddy. Joyce. I really think we need to watch that little dude. Mark. He does appear to have a sneaky side to him. Thomas. I think we should run a complete background check on the both of them to be on the safe side. Angel. I'll text someone at the station to run them both. Everyone is startled to the sound of someone knocking at the side entrance door. Thomas. Must be James with the food, but I told him to text us when he was at the back door. Mark. Sit tight, I got this. Mark leaves the lounge and returns a few minutes later holding an 8x10 large brown envelope. Joyce. Where did you get that envelope? Mark. I found it laying on the ground outside of the door. Thomas. Who the fuck would be dropping off an envelope here? Mark passes the envelope over to Thomas. Mark. Apparently someone looking for you, chum. Thomas reviews the envelope to find no return address on it while he opens it. Thomas. What the fuck? Angel. What did Thomas? Thomas pulls out several 8x10 black and white photos of his childhood homes he lived in. Thomas. Someone sent me several photos of my old childhood homes. Mark. Why the fuck would someone send you photos of your old childhood homes? Angel. I think I see a message written on the back of the last photo. Thomas reviews the message. Message.
Hello, Detective Hearst. I hope that you enjoy the photos that I have sent to you. Now that I know where to track you down, I will be in contact again. Have yourself a wonderful evening.
Mark. What in the sweet fuck is all that about? Thomas. Your fucking guess is as good as mine, chum. Angel. I think we should send it over to our lab to be fingerprinted. Joyce. Where would someone obtain those photos from your past? Mark. It has to be a family member to know where you lived. Thomas. I can't think of any living family members who would send me these. Angel. How the fuck did the person know where to drop them off here? Joyce. Who else knows that we're here? Angel. Just us four. Thomas. I don't think James knows. Angel. James will know in a few minutes when he brings us our food. Thomas directs his attention to a text message. Thomas. James and Linda are at the back door. Angel. I'm surprised that Linda came along. Joyce. It's been a while since we've seen Linda at the restaurant. Thomas returns to the lounge with James and Linda as Angel and Joyce stand up to greet Linda. Angel. It's been a while since we've seen you, Linda. Linda. I took a few days off to be with the family. Joyce. Come and give us a big hug. James and Thomas place the food down on one of the tables while Angel sends Mercedes a text message. Thomas. What's the matter, James? You look a bit confused. James. I was surprised when you had sent me this address. Thomas. We were going to tell you about us buying this funeral home. James. This used to belong to the Rouge family. I used to deliver many bodies here when I worked for the National Funeral Services. Thomas. I've seen some pretty scary wall photos of the Rouge family. James. You must be referring to the ones hanging up in the main lobby. Mark. Anyone care for a refreshment? Thomas. You don't have to ask us twice. Linda begins to shiver as she glances around the lounge. Angel. Are you all right, Linda? Linda. I am beginning to sense a lot of bad spirits in the air. Angel. Do you think you can conduct a good smudging detail throughout the building? Linda. It will take a few smudge details to set the bad spirits free. Tell me why you want to buy this place? Angel. We actually left it up to Thomas and Mark to buy us a big place to accommodate all of us. Joyce. So they bought this place without consulting us first. Linda. I remember when James used to deliver bodies here. James and Linda are suddenly taken by surprise when they look toward the entrance to observe Mercedes walking in. James. Mercedes. What the fuck are you doing here? Angel. You both know each other? Linda. Yes, we most certainly do. We used to work with her over at National Funeral Service. Thomas. Where's Teddy? Mercedes. Apparently he decided to leave when I was taking my bath. James. You don't mean Teddy Mello? Linda. That fucking idiot is bad news to have around. Mercedes. Teddy has a lot of mental health issues going on in his life. James. Teddy has a lot more than mental health issues going on. Mark. Such as? James. He has a criminal history with several police forces. Mercedes. I had no idea about his criminal history. Joyce. Maybe we should really reconsider about Teddy working with us. Mercedes. Fuck Teddy. I don't want him here if he has a criminal record. Linda. So Mercedes. I'm curious to find out why you're here if you don't mind me asking. Angel. How about we just enjoy the rest of the evening and we can review this another time? Thomas stands close beside James while deciding to start whispering a question. Thomas. I'm going to assume that there's no love lost between Mercedes and Linda. James. Let's just say that Linda wanted to lay her out one day. Thomas. I guess we'll just have to keep them apart for now. James. I'm sure that Linda will get over it, but it will take time. Linda. So does your boss man know that the four of you bought this old creepy funeral home? Angel. Oh, I'm pretty sure that he'll have some idea after today. James. So Thomas. What's up with the vans parked out in the back? Thomas. Oh, someone reached out to us that were interested in loading off our caskets in the showroom. James. If you're selling them off, do you think that I could buy a few from you? Thomas. Now why on earth would you want with caskets? James. I need about 7 wooden models for my new renovated game room at the Rosebud. Thomas. Does Linda know about your idea to use caskets in your new game room? James. Linda gave me the go-ahead to do whatever I wanted to with my new game room. Thomas. I'm scared to ask how you are going to use these caskets. James. I'm going to hang the lids on the wall to hold the dartboards and the bottoms for my tables and the bar setup. Thomas. And people think that Mark and I have a dark side in life. Mark. Anyone care for a refill? Thomas directs his attention to a text message from the drug unit. Thomas. I have to check on something, so everyone just sit tight. Thomas leaves the lounge as Mark passes everyone their refill. Linda. So what are your plans with this creepy old funeral home? Angel. The jury is still out on that. Mercedes. Were you guys planning on working out of here? Mark. That would not be such a bad idea, Mercedes. Linda. Do you think your boss man would let you work out of here? Joyce. I don't think he would have an issue with that idea. Mercedes. You could convert the font small viewing room into a main office. Mark. Maybe we could turn the embalming room into a mini lab. Joyce. Remind us again how many living quarters we have? Mercedes. You have a 4-bedroom apartment adjoined to the building. You also have a 3-bedroom house located beside the back parking lot. Linda. Maybe you could rent the house as a daycare. Mark. Or the 4 of us take over the 4-bedroom unit. You and James could take over the house if you wanted to. Linda. Don't the 4 of you currently own your own condos? Angel. We were thinking of renting them out. Mercedes. Just make sure that you check out who you rent them to. Thomas returns to the lounge. Angel. How did that work out for you? Thomas. Turned out good. The buyers just loaded up the last casket. Don't worry, James, the first still have several left for you. Linda glances at James with a look. Linda. You and we'll talk on the way home, chum. Mercedes. Well, I think it's time for me to tap out for the evening. Angel. You have a good sleep and we'll see you in the morning. Mercedes leaves the lounge. Linda. I still can't get over Mercedes being here. Angel. It's a long story to be continued another time. James. Maybe it's time for us to blow this popcorn stand. Linda. Well, folks, we'll have to do this again real soon. Joyce. We'll let you know when we're ready for your smudge detail. Thomas. Please allow me to escort you out to your car. Linda, James, Thomas leave the lounge. Mark. Is it refill time, ladies? Angel. Fill us up, Captain. Joyce. I guess that asshole Teddy got cold feet on us. Mark. I had a funny feeling that he was going to jump ship on us. Angel. Maybe we should invest in a high-tech security system. Joyce. Mark and I know someone who's into high-tech security systems. Mark. We'll touch base with him tomorrow morning.